Hello! Today I thought we could do an unboxing because I just received my Crochet Society box and I'm very excited to open it. I've been looking forward to this one. Alright, let me show you it. Okay, so the box looks like this. It's very, very pretty, isn't it? I love it. I love it so much. And if you notice a name on the front, TL YarnCrafts, she is one of my favourite YouTubers. I learned Tunisian crochet watching her channel. In fact, I'm going to put it down in the description because I think it's definitely a channel that you should watch, because if you've ever wanted to learn Tunisian, she's your girl. I'm seriously looking forward to opening this box. Right, let's get on with it then. Right. It's a very satisfying noise, isn't it? So that's very, very cute. When you open up the lid, it says Crafty Mermaids Only. So I'm just getting visions of like Ariel sort of sat in a little cave with okay. Right. Let's tear this open. It's a very, very pretty yarn. I'm going to bash my microphone. Very, very beautiful yarn. Now, these look like 25 grams perhaps, are they? Oh, 50 grams. It's even better. So this one is, oh, it's Charm DK. I remember getting that before. It's very, very nice. It's very, very nice to work with, actually. This particular one is this, does it have a colour name? Oh, Sand. So that one's Sand. And there's two more of those. One was stuck in this little glass thing, this cute little sort of wine glass type thing. So encouraging the drinking of wine whilst crocheting, I'm down with that. Again, it says Crafty Mermaid, so this is very much sea themed, I suppose. So we've got two more sand coloured yarns, and then we've got a nice vibrant yellow, and that one's literally just called yellow. And we've got a nice sort of reddish orangish, and it's just called red. And we've got a blue, which I'm assuming is just going to be called blue. Royal blue. Ooh, we have to be different, don't we? Oh, a nice pen, nice biro. Always, always handy to have. We got ourselves a beautiful little stitch marker. It looks like coral. Very, very pretty. I absolutely love the stitch markers you get with Crochet Society. These little clips on them. Makes them very, very easy to use, especially with my fingers. Because I can't do with fiddly things anymore. So everything has to be sort of easy for me to undo. How pretty is that? Right. Oh, a little notepad for the pen. So again, always handy. Oh, oh, it's got a magnetic back for it. So oh. Okay, as we've established, that isn't magnetic. Should we actually put it on a magnetic board? There we go. Ooh, ooh. Okay, I have always wanted one of these particular Tunisian hooks with the long cable on it. Perfect for sort of making little blankets and garments in particular, because the Tunisian crochet hooks I currently have, these ones, so you can only make sort of smallish projects with it. It doesn't even have like a hook on the other side, which quite a lot of Tunisian crochet hooks of this type do. So what I basically make with these are sort of small things like hats, scarves, those kind of projects, sort of small projects. So this is going to come in very, very handy. It feels sort of kind of like wood, but also sort of like that strange wood, that wood that isn't wood, that sort of MDF type stuff. So it feels like wood, but it feels like fake wood. And it's a 6mm one. I've never used a 6mm. I've only ever used the 4mm and the 5mm. But yeah, I've never used a 6mm Tunisian, so that'd be nice to work with. And because these are cotton DK, so that means that the stitches would be, you know, quite big. So making them easier to work with, because with Tunisian, it makes for really dense stitches, and with a 4mm in particular, it does get a little bit tricky. So that'd be interesting to work with a 6mm. What else we got? Right, we've got a nice little project bag. Again, it's down with the beach theme, and this one says, "Beach please." Beach please and crocheting. I like that a lot, even though quite the tongue twister for me for some reason. It's a nice little project bag. I really, really like it. Oh, it's like a backpack as well. Interesting. Right. So they're all the bits and pieces that we've gotten with this one. And we've got our little book full of patterns and I'm assuming an interview with TL YarnCrafts. Yep, we got ourselves a nice little sort of interview with her, which I'm going to definitely read because she is so cool. And we've got, here we go. If you want to check her out, here's some links. I hope that's not blurry. I hope that can be seen. So definitely check her out on all of those socials, because trust me, you'll absolutely love her. Oh, so we've got a sort of shawl type thing. And that's using 3 of the colours. What else we got? Oh, basket. Baskets always come in handy. A little sort of starter course on Tunisian. Seriously, if you've never tried Tunisian before, highly, highly recommend it. And the hooks that I have, I got them off Amazon, very, very cheap, under a tenner. So if you've never done Tunisian before, definitely check those out. And look for her YouTube channel. I highly, highly recommend her. Oh, we've got another shawl. Looks like some Tunisian stitches here that I don't know, so learning some new stitches. Cool. Oh, interesting. There's a sort of kind of amigurumi type thing there. I suppose with this particular hook, you don't have to do just Tunisian, you can do just normal sort of crochet projects. So, oh, itchy eye. Yeah, these are all just sort of normal crochet stitches where you've got your magic ring, slip stitch, chain, double crochet 2 together. Yeah, so that's just a normal project. So I was wondering, you know, Tunisian crochet for an amigurumi type thing. I don't know if that would work, so Obviously, with the hook being like that, you can basically use it as just a general hook. So that's kind of cool. And I know she doesn't do just Tunisian, but I know her for Tunisian because when I was looking up that particular type of crochet, she was the first person that I found. So I do know her only for Tunisian. So it's quite interesting to sort of learn patterns she's done that aren't Tunisian. So that'd be cool. And also learning some new Tunisian stitches would be really, really fun. Yeah. For example, Tunisian purl stitch, I've never done that. I know how to do purl stitches like knitting and whatnot, but I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be similar to that because Tunisian is very close to knitting. Because it's kind of like a really, really cool in between crochet and knitting. So if you're a crocheter and you want to try knitting, maybe go the Tunisian crochet route and get to know Tunisian crochet and then learn knitting after that. It'll probably make the transition from crochet to knitting easier, because if you start off as a crocheter and you want to learn knitting, it is quite the humongous difference, trust me. I mean, I'm the other way around. I learned knitting as a child, and then later on in life I learned crochet, and I found crochet much easier because every time I do knitting I have to sort of look at beginner stuff again, because for some reason it doesn't retain up there. I mean, I've known how to knit since I was a child and the information does not retain. I mean, as soon as I watch tutorials and whatnot and I twiddle it around with my knitting needles, it all comes back to me, just like, but I have to keep doing that every single time. It just doesn't retain. So for me, with crochet, it's so much easier. And I think that's why I enjoy Tunisian crochet so much, because it's like a really, really good in-between. So there you go. A little bit about me. There's some conversions on the back as normal. Yep. So once again, I'm very, very happy with my Crochet Society box. I absolutely love this sub box. If you can ever afford £30 every 2 months, I highly, highly recommend getting this box. It's amazing. You always get just so many cool projects to do. And there is usually enough yarn left over to do a couple of those projects, depending on how big those projects are. For example, there's a small shawl and a big shawl. Obviously, the big shawl will use more cottons, but with the smaller shawl, hopefully you'll also be able to do the amigurumi that's in there as well. And, you're not tied to doing those patterns. You can do anything you want with these things, but, I really like this little project bag, and it will get full very, very quickly because I have several whips on the go. Don't tell anyone. I have more whips than I usually do, and that's just really bad. So, yeah, thank you for joining me for this unboxing. I know I went off on one and started talking about other stuff as normal. I mean, I'm not very good at just sticking to the subject. It's just me. But where's my book? Let's just make sure we've got everything. There's a little list here somewhere. Where are we? There we are. Okay, so we've got 5 lots of yarn. We've got the project bag. We've got notepad and pen, which will come in handy. 6mm Tunisian hook, stitch marker, and of course the wine glass, because who doesn't want to drink wine whilst they're busy doing their crochet? I'm pretty sure you can put other things in there other than wine, but it's shaped as a wine glass, so you've got to drink wine out of a wine glass. So I guess that's my afternoon sorted. So I should probably nip to the shop, grab myself some wine, and get on with some Tunisian. Thank you for joining me for this particularly short video. It was fun unboxing the TL YarnCrafts box. I've been looking forward to it now for, since I got my previous sub box. and it told you what to expect the next month. I've been looking forward to it since then, so I've been looking forward to this box for 2 months. I'm very, very happy with everything I got. Very, very happy with this. I've always wanted one of these particular Tunisian hooks. And once again, we got ourselves a really, really adorable stitch marker and some beautiful, beautiful yarn to use. Yeah, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.